And at this day, we come back to the Spanglish, Hebrew English, and as ever this to be. This is really early in Buenos Aires. Today is Saturday, 17th, 2015. I am to get on point about 6:20 around. Woke up really early with a haze of degenerates of Sodoma and Granhor and Gamar, which were the whole of the night making me the whole degeneration that they normally used to the putting my life in them disgusting ornamentary of shit every one of them are, to the raping our people. Because of they says that is the national security techniques, with the rest all. Put me to mind, we have been doing everything that he said and he thought he were doing. We were saying to the government of the United States of America and Israel all that he thought he were making through. And also putting me something around witchcraft and profanation, the national security techniques of the whore Christina Kirchner, and the perras sucias, Sodoma y Gomorra they are, expertises zorras de Lucifer, which this dedicates to. In base of witchcraft, profanation, degeneration, manipulation, abduction, suppression, and all class of denigration, corruption, prostituting, homosexualizing, and sicking people, or healing, to the making what they says gotta be done. Then at the reality of the soul, we just go through the certain fact of these days. And at this point of the time, we just come around, and at this moment of these ways we just go through, happens the certain fact that we never thought or imagined this will ever be. Supposedly I have been the whole night having the supper rider nymph upon the any disgusting will you blow me up today Sodoma shit around, and them whores of Brain, Carnival, Crudo, Cabrera, Anacondia, Stemateas, telling all because of the expertises shown us and said, and whenever they speak moves the spirit. What prevents and what national security techniques putting the spirit of somebody behind and showing like whenever they speaks, moving the hocus pocus of Guillermo Brain, and there is, oh my God, the Lord. What prevents to me and to others. Them spirit moving of the whore land. United Evangelics, because of the expertises, has the false inside idolatering all class of a Sodom and Gomorrah and the generation Christina Kirchner like any damn disgusting hell whore for the making self-business and self-conceiting of rise to the heaven, but a super phallus that put at the insemination inside for the birth, the shit and the death upon Israel and Zion. Grand whore. That's your God, basura enferma. And telling that the Lord shown them that I have been doing everything, and how can be possibly this speaking English or any other language? He cannot doing, he uses mind control, ilusa estúpida mierda. Ilusa estúpida maldita mierda. And also, how can possibly doing a video with a cell phone? Come on, don't you come to me with that. It's what I'm doing every day. And since I have it, even with the before one, and everybody does it. Don't you? Piece of a horse of hell. Everybody does it. Buy some Android around, and even the firmware, the smaller ones. Go with some micro SD with capacity and roll where says camera and see you have to making video or to making photo, and you can using the microphone of the device while you to be in a place where you can be the finally but the same device captated on what you say, or simply take headsets and with a little nano that come on cannot be microphone, the little thing right there, speak up and put the focus and see yourself stupid alsos of hell. Pendejas diablas del infierno, with the pardon of victims. Expertise what they need. Focus in the phallus and vagina of Sodom and Gomorrah. Expertises. They are the divine cats. What they need is what you do, grand whore. Is what you dedicated, grand whore. Genociding the people of God for shit like those. That only made them what they've done by profaning me but your hocus pocus, pieces of hell whores. Is every day and is everyone. The specials of the grandest of horrors all over, Christina Kirchner. Pedazo de mierdas. The clear of this all, I just went through. The real clear fact of this, and where the pedazo de degenerados, Sodoma, evangelics, and Sodoma sick shit which keeps on making these national security techniques to profaning me, to hunting people, saying with my spirit they can read it, they can see where they are and how do they do about the raping them and about the murder them and about the hunting them and about the how to busco antava to the making what they says gotta be. And in the middle of this whole third thing, like I was saying to you, trying to put me something about, oh, you're gonna see that we were saying to him all the time and no other, oh, it's working. Saying that they will say to me how to using a sewing machine that's supposedly being robbed, which is what my sister Graciela bought about 8 years ago, and still has it, and still works. A Broda LS1217. And that's the machine he stole to you yesterday, last night? The whole documents are right at ICC and Justice Bodies and also published in the world. And this shit that this makes up also the few threatened for rape and murder with families by Guillermo Horacio Prain and Osvaldo Carnival that dedicates to threaten people all the time. You say and do what we say to you because if we are going to say those fellows for they to come to your house. Look that we say to the 12, Raigon Satanales Perra. We will say to the 12, those fellows, they to come and take you, for they to do what they normally do, you know. You better do what we say to you. And you, Carnival, and la perra brain is natural. Diabla forra. Sorry, the word is so Argentinism. Which are diablas forras de Sodoma y Gomorra, y así murieron. So what the reality of this, criminals degenerate, sick shit this, with the pardon of victims, and the intentional shit like them, taking coins for our lives, with perras sucias degeneradas Sodoma y Gomorra, Policía Federal Argentina Metropolitana, normally, naturally, las expertas perras de la perra sucia Christina Kirchner. You know? Well, in the middle of this all, I were about to start to making morales, like we agreed with Justice Bodies and with Gadelbas, starting with 50, maybe some more. I have costurated, I thought about making something for my own, but suddenly I think about producing something like Perras Degeneradas, Sodoma y Gomorra, says that I am going to steal them, because if they do first, and they says I do mind control to them, like they live, so making witchcraft to me day and night, saying that my life and my everything belongs to them, and because if they didn't allow me, I will rob them, and even my voice. And saying that I don't like the competition. And the competition that they says that I don't like is like they said, and they really said, that I think that I only can be me. That I don't like others to be coming to me, that they are fighting to me for I don't understand they are going to be me and not I. Policía Federal Argentina Metropolitana, Prefectura Naval Argentina, expertises of Christina Kirchner, the whole. And perras degeneradas, which, oh, don't you see, we are composing and we sing and he steals to us and pours all over and says to the world that he's doing. Compositions of Gadelbas complete, I just made in the vocal range over his songs. And I am delightedly to sharing this with my precious brother. that I love so ever so much, which isn't risk, but this disgusting shithole, like the rest of my nation Israel and Zion. So in the middle of this all, I supposedly being deliring on the streets, thinking like I were communicated with a mobile, and also saying it never went out of the Argentinian field. There were not communication. But I said to the world and robbed them saying that it were mine, which were fully, completely of Cadalbas, except for a little bit change on the lyrics, which belongs to him. And I just sang because of he wanted to hear me. Am I supposed to lyrics as well? But I robbed them by mind control and I gotta be detained. Va, putos y putas degenerados, ladrones. Brujas y brujos putos de Sodoma y Gomorra. Degenerados, pretending to be me, and I don't bear the competition that only I think I can be me. And I can do what I do and what I exist. And I need medications because of this, I say. Really. Okay, let's put in this in clear about the reality we go through. Through these times and through these days, forgive me, Adonai. Abi, Ela, Ruach. Forgive me, please, for the times. Forgive me, please, God, Rabim, baby, my love, Moshe, Israel, your runners, Mr. President, Matt, Barbara, Salim, Michael, Beth, Meryl, George, I'm sorry. Am I supposed to nervous as well? Oh, he thinks he talks to them. And they will be with him. Alright, blefach edeshkel chalachim, rewo blefach lebesviatza shechla hachata. Gedrema blechen imishkiach lachat sebeli vishwatza blechachat anatsumot. Gerch lichishakuach lach ma'antza shalimichinim. Rechovlu avafasalaktischkiach alabechetzelekimechana ashleko. Revach lechiviatza leshechelekimichacham. Kalplech puatzachel kivishkoat levechalachat ishmotachelekimachacham. Imbot levechalat subuachalaki rishki chidi ishlechinim. Galblofuachal chalikima blefechal chalishkimachal unkuhu. Naankal kashkatich. Meblefochuachala kivishkion sumot lechi ishbanata. Roch lebechetzel vishmotuachablek. Rentikishkalach matzelech inimishilim. Gibot seblebechlattachala shalak. In roch lekeshmetzumachalinimik. Afnemotuak agachef. Andrech libichiat avespotlebefachlachat eshelekamacha inikima. Bedlefochula atzashkalachihatu ma'atz. So what the reality of the soul, the 6 shit does, turns to saying that even this, they with mind control making me to be, doing and saying, and they said first, and others, parchul lupuros, rochta, Sodom and Gomorrah, with evangelic swornhor telling, he made on mind control and they were saying in front of us, don't you see? And at the reality of the soul, not only this, but even where the whole night in chunky stuff and riding and making robbery and robbed last night at that sewing machine that I had so like a precious of my top. Karabi, now because of the hospitals already shown that they have been right, the same forensics all the time, and the expertise has shown them. Oh, but the expertise has said and shown us. Why wouldn't we just putting, right, Romalde, you keep on horrorest of horrors. And the same as seems like Medina and the whole damn shit in Alvear. The horrorest of all horrorest of the wackest ever asesinas degeneradas perras prostitutas. Coins for lives, expertises said. Cualquier trollo con the shaft in the hand comes to you and says to you, come, you likey? I'm gonna tell you what to do and you better doing. And whenever I told you, protect yourselves of them because of our murderers. Oh, but what you want? I to die for them? You better. Infeliz hijo de perra. That will be better for you. Remoplefe halbechi dishki machalachat baklefe yeche maskuot zamalflechi. In romoplefe halbeshkel chinisiam. So the reality of this day is exactly what we know. Tahiti Kantspu Kwa Anatsum, 109,904 more persons were murdered in Buenos Aires and suburban this whole night for this, telling they mistaken, they made damages to the government because of I will be all they said. In the delirious of maricas Sodoma, perras Gomorra, forgery and degenerados evangelistas del infierno, United Evangelics telling, oh, they are the expertises and the spirit moves. That is the judgment of officialism and Kirchners, saying, oh, but they are all expertises. The circus of Sodom and Gomorrah, Argentina. In the paper of the idolatry, I spell on you, I abduct you, and I move a little hocus pocus, and I show you that I am your God. Mierda degenerada, like Christina Kirchner is conscious about all over. And them's. It's parrada socioficialista. So, offenses. I'm gonna end you all. And I'm gonna put you all in the hell sooner. And you kept on playing the macha brava is what we command and what we say, so I'm gonna kill it's all. I'm gonna kill you for what you done, but executing you. Not like a damn shit of a hell genocider like you. Big words. You get me? Perras. Ramoplefe chalchavishkel chalachinim betlachevishkalacham. Amblevesuot salachitiskoal tachalchinimi. Amblevechlechuvachal shevestlachadeskolak. En remoplechachim. Jeluem. And perras Sodoma y Gomorra, with your perras evangelicas. I afraid my mother too, with your hocus pocus of perra profana técnicas de seguridad nacional. Trollo. Betlefocho chaleshkele chacham, sorry for this. They see me, with the profanation of the eyes. Oh, can I see? And invading more, for they say so. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like the competition. He only thinks he can be he. Only he. We're gonna do worse because of he gotta learn that we command, of course. I wanna exterminate them, and this class of a shit is not for no class of a living, and no rights and no respect. And they gotta die, and forever. Shut up. So at this January 17th, 2015, this Saturday morning, already downed here in Buenos Aires. Maricas adivinas making market of my life and market of all class, BLYTT, like I said since 2004, and trollazos started saying, ay, ¿qué te pasó ahí? Because of they are repeating every word that I'm saying before, and making a video also with my words. But guessing, oh, he's gonna say this, oh, he's gonna say that, oh, I got it, he's gonna, oh, worked, whatever the evangelics were serving to us worked perfectly, and we know everything that he's gonna say, and we show we are, because of they put in our minds. My existence for perras y perros, degenerados, which Lord will be mercy, and I have punished, been by the Lord, because if I don't have mercy of trollos y trollas, Sodom and Gomorrah, which lives of it and for it, consciously and non-stopping until they get dead. I give it this, https www.bbb Andakul. Andakul is the name of Alspa. AOWXNDAKHWL. Middle. Raul Saula with C, just like it is A-U-L-A. Middle. Verdades de nuestros días, mentiras de nuestros ojos, engaños de nuestros sentidos, enfermedad de la tierra. Middle, cis, middle, Kimben. K-U-I-M-B-E-N 44.10T. Systems Recall F9. Last BLYTT, ICC New York, last key and cleaner, my side. Give it this almost 700 here in Buenos Aires, and this is what I say for this day. Alejandro Blanco, REDEMI.